When you have an album titled Neon Jungle, naturally I'm going to be drawn to it. Gravity just works that way, I suppose. I was right about it. Welcome back to Y.E.S, everyone. Today we're going to talk about Neon Jungle, the newest album released by CloZee. I was looking it up. I think this is the fourth studio album released by this French DJ. It's funny enough, I was looking this artist up, and the first thing that came up was composer. This artist has done wildly more than maybe you would expect before doing a internet search, and I am very glad that I did. Not only for that research that I was able to take a glance at, but this album itself was pretty interesting. This is a 10-track album with plenty of doses of wild experimentation that would definitely sink you into what it is suggesting, a neon jungle. And that's probably what it comes off as if you were to play any of this music over at festivals of any kind. I just want to imagine what that light show would be like. This is definitely one of those albums where I'm going to use the word experience as how I was able to really take this music in while listening to it. My first listen to this album was essentially just joy because I was somewhat nervous, feeling I was going to be let down for some reason. I'm not really sure how I was able to prejudge that exactly. This really does feel like it could be a combination of a festival and a video game of some kind, and I would just be along for the ride at nighttime where I imagine that this music is taking place. I'm going to start off with the title track, Neon Jungle. There are a couple of cool vocal effects in here that complement it well and don't override the beat and melody that is utilized in this song. Another song where I can kind of paint a picture for you is the song Hey Ya. This kind of feels like a Star Wars and Hunger Games hybrid, but in one of those like mellow moments. Like just saying Star Wars, for example, it's one of those moments that's just kind of relaxed before that wipe comes around. Something like that, but it's elongated for the duration of the song. And despite me utilizing the mellow word, the horn and drum beat in here are indeed strong. I think I'm just suggesting that because of its tempo. One song in here that definitely jumps out at you, because it is somewhat out of the box, is Long Live the Chill. This features an artist known as Sir Bishop, and he has a rap flow in here that you think maybe starts out a little too slow, but it ends up blending well with the song. And eventually you do get that sensation of feeling like it complements it really well. And eventually you do get some additional strings in here that just make you think, all right, yeah, we're getting some creativity here and it's working for me. Now, I don't have too many things to really say in a negative light about this album. They are there. They're all somewhat I would consider nitpicks, but there is one thing in here that was kind of strange. The song Amazonia, I like that song. However, some of the beat does remind me of a Nelly Furtado song. If you go listen to that, please tell me if you think the same thing. I feel like I'm definitely not the only one who would hear that. It's not a ripoff or anything like that. It just kind of reminded me and was distracting. At this point, I feel like we're going to get that eventually, so maybe I will eventually just get over that, but I figured I would mention it all the same. But yeah, guys, 10 tracks in here where I feel like each one kind of takes you in a different direction, but it all blends really well together to kind of complement that ambiance of the neon jungle. I don't know what I'm doing right now. I will mention one last thing. I do think that there is a lot of this album where I personally am feeling like I'm having a first experience with it. So if you're familiar with this artist and think that this is, fantastic, or if you think she's done other things that are better in the past, I would love to know that. But I'm just going to say that this was a superb surprise for me and pleasant enough for me to be able to give it a positive recommendation. So we're going to get to that right now. So after having listened and reviewed this album, I'm going to give production an A. I'm going to give creativity a B+. I'm going to give expression and lyrics an A. And if you were to ask me how would I recommend this album, I would give it a yeah. She does think very differently. Remember, it says composer. She definitely knows a little bit more than what others would maybe initially think based on the genre. Actually, most EDM artists know a lot more than others would give them credit for. A couple I understand, but really, CloZee right here, she's definitely showing something else. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to follow me in my social media links down in the description below, and be sure to leave a like for the video as well as a comment down below if you want to engage with me. And remember, if you want to discover, promote, and review the best in entertainment, be sure to subscribe to this channel so you can get that yes in your life. See you next time.
This politics is usual. Can't knock the hustle. That ambition was a gift to you with reasonable doubt. I don't